Today in this video, we're going to talk about what to do before getting a mortgage. What you need to do before you even pick up the phone to call about getting you a mortgage. Check it out. Hi, I'm Rhonda Burgess, and I'm a real estate broker and mortgage underwriter here in the Nashville, Tennessee area, and my firm is Southern Living Realty Partners. I wanted to continue to talk from my previous video, from my last video, where I talked about budgeting to get a house, how to budget, what you need to do. But we need to talk about what you need to do before you even try to buy a house, to get a mortgage, okay? Because it's not as simple as you wake up one day and say, I'm going to buy a house. It's not that simple. There's some other stuff that needs to be done. There's some work that needs to be put into. The first thing you need to do is get your mindset right. I did a video about mindset when it comes to buying a house, and I'll link that below, and I'll put it down in the description. But you need to get your mindset right. It's one thing to talk about you don't want to be a renter anymore. That's one thing. But with home ownership comes a lot of new responsibilities. You need to know that if something breaks, something goes wrong, it's on you. There's no landlord to call. There's no maintenance man to call. It's on you. You may want to start taking some basic home maintenance classes. They have them for free sometime at your local hardware stores and stuff. You may want to do that. Get yourself together. Get your mind right, because you're taking on a whole new set of responsibilities. Okay? You need to make sure that you are ready for the long haul, but that you are also ready to start generating what may be, for the first time in your family, some generational wealth. If you're going to be the first homeowner in your family, first of all, I applaud you. You do it. You go. Do the doggone thing, okay? But just know that everybody's not going to be happy for you when you do that. And just know that you finna change your whole trajectory of the rest of your life, because now you're starting to accumulate assets. True, initially it is a liability. That mortgage is a liability. But once you start to see your property appreciate and different things like this, and you'll see, you know what, you may get a lot of junk mail now, but you get a whole different type of junk mail when you become a homeowner, because there's a lot of other opportunities that'll open up for you. So the first thing you need to do is get your mindset right and decide that this is what you're going to do. The second thing, I'm going to put these two together. The second thing, once you decide that you want to try to buy a house, is you need to pray over it. I'm not preaching for whichever way you go. Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, whichever way you go. But I just believe that you should pray to your higher power and ask for discernment and ask for knowledge. That's what I ask for. I ask for discernment and knowledge, because there's so much stuff that you don't know. And so you need to make sure that you're good with this down in your spirit. On the inside, make sure you're good with this. Pray over it and keep your mouth shut. Just like in the last little segment, everybody's not going to be happy for you. And the enemy listens to your prayers just like God do. So you need to have that conversation with God, with your higher power. And then you need to be quiet. Sometimes it's good to have a closed mouth, because when you start telling everybody your dreams, that's when more people come and try to shoot it down. That's when the haters come out. Okay? So just be quiet. Do your work, but do it in silence. If you pull in your credit report every week or every 2 weeks or whatever, don't go call up your girlfriend, girl, let me tell you, my score changed 5 points or whatever. Some stuff you just need to keep to yourself until you ready. Because you'd be surprised how many people will become so jealous of you because you're doing something that they're either afraid to do or too lazy to do, or whatever the situation is. Maybe they the ones sitting up here, they've been waiting on somebody else to get ready, and here you are going on and busting your move, getting what's yours. You'd be surprised how many people you think are your friends are not. So you just need to play it close to the vest. Keep it close. Don't tell nobody about it. That's just my opinion. Don't tell nobody until you invite them to your housewarming party. That's what you do. I know I sound like a broken record on this one. Do your homework on your credit. Go to annualcreditreport.com. Pull your credit. You can pull it every week right now. It used to be just once a year, but it's every week while we're still officially in the pandemic. Pull your credit report. This is something that came up when I was talking to my youngest daughter this week, and she's her lease is going to be up on her apartment the end of October, and she's not ready to buy yet. She's looking at another apartment, and I'll take y'all along. I'll try my best to be quiet. Anyway, so I told her, I said, the main thing you need to do is make sure, because I saw the mail coming in. She had some bills from LabCorp, for some lab work that she had done at the doctor. I said, you need to make sure you pay those before they turn up on your credit. And, she's 22, ain't never really dealt with no credit. And she was like, well, how is that? And then I just got to thinking, maybe a lot of my young people may not know. So let me touch on that for you. Make sure that you don't have little bills out there that can really trip you up. Even though, like on THDA, we don't count medical collections against you, but just remember, when a medical collection hits your credit report, your score is going to drop, at least initially. I'm not saying that it won't rebound, but it will drop. So these little bitty bills, I know she had one that was $6.81 and another one, where you may have went to the doctor and it's the copay, or it's the lab copay, or it's whatever, it's $20, $30, $40. It's $120. It's an old AT&T phone bill. It's an old something. And you thinking, oh, this little bit amount, I'm over here trying to borrow $300,000. We ain't finna be studying no $100 or $120. Yes, we are. So make sure you pay even those little bitty bills that you think are unimportant. If they coming in the mail in your name, you best to believe they will show up in your name on your credit report if you do not pay them. So make sure you got all those little bills, all this other stuff that you don't forgot about. Pull that annualcreditreport.com. Make sure you pay them, but do it before it hits your credit report. If you're getting them in the mail, go on and pay them now. The next thing you need to do when you're getting ready for a mortgage, getting ready to get a mortgage, is you need to get pre-approved, not just pre-qualified. You can get pre-qualified online right now. You can go out to any site, put in your income, what you say your income is, what you say your debt is, and it'll spit it out and say, yeah, you're pre-qualified to buy, $500,000, $500,000. Okay, cool. That don't mean nothing. You need to find you a qualified loan officer, a loan officer who understands the different programs and especially where you fit in. If you have a lot of student loans, you may want to consider this new FHA program that's coming out, where they will use the income-based repayment if that's what's reported on your credit report. If your DTI and everything doesn't work with FHA and you're thinking you need to go more conventional, Cool. Make sure you're looking at maybe somebody who does Freddie Mac programs. If you're looking at living in a more rural area and you're pulling up these addresses, you're going to the USDA site and you're finding addresses that are in the rural development area that will work for you and your budget, make sure you find a loan officer who does USDA. Everybody don't do everything. Some people don't know what they're talking about at all. I'm just going to be quite honest with you. You know, I had a branch of a mortgage company for 7 years, and I hired and trained loan officers. Everybody don't know what they doing. And a lot of these banks and stuff right now, they just got a warm body filling a spot. They may not have any clue of how to serve you. So you need to make sure that you find a competent person, a competent mortgage professional who knows how to do the type of loan, who knows how to get you approved and knows how to get you closed. See, a whole lot of them can write these doggone these pre-approval letters, but don't know how to close you. Don't know how to get you to closing. That's a whole nother video. I'm not even going to go there today, but they don't know. So make sure that you get references from people who have used this loan officer before. Or you look online and see what their reviews look like. Because let me tell you, if they ain't got no reviews, don't mess with them. Don't mess with them, because any professional wants reviews of their work to show other people. So if you can't find reviews and testimonials, you might want to keep looking. You just might want to keep looking until you find someone who is competent to do the type of loan that you need and to get you closed. Again, my name is Rhonda Burgess, and I'm a real estate broker and mortgage underwriter here in the Nashville, Tennessee area. If you need help with selling or buying a home here in the Nashville area, please feel free to give me a call. My number is 615-554-0832. Thank you, and as always, have a blessed day.